Krishna! Hare Krishna! So, the interim committee, for those who don't know, is made up of myself, Jagannath Prabhu, who will join me, Nithai Kirtan Prabhu, who's rehearsing upstairs, doing drama, Chakadari Prabhu, who is leading the finance, headed by Sutapa Prabhu, who is the main brahmachari from the manor. He's our chair. So we sat down maybe 2 months ago and had a very long meeting. And we want to create a vision, a roadmap, where we want to go as a temple. And we thought today would be a great day to share this with you. So we came up with the slogan, happy devotees, more devotees. That would be the reference, the anchor for everything we do. You know, our devotees happy, and if they are, let's get more people involved. So we thought of the 4 C's, the 4 stages of a person's journey when they come in contact with ISKCON Birmingham. So the first is contact, the second is cultivate, the third is congregate, and the last is commit.
So we have the 4 C's. What were they? What was the first one? Contact. Second one? Cultivate. It was easy to see contact visits up there. The third one? Congregate. And the fourth one? We've done our job. We're going. So one thing when we were thinking of this is we thought, how can we serve the devotees? How can we all, a happy community, thriving community? So one thing is we've got certain projects that have been going on, but before we'll structure them in a way so everybody knows what are the stages, where they can get involved. So the first one that we were thinking in contact, we have Harinam and books, because contact means the first time somebody gets in contact. When they first get in touch with a devotee that gives a book, the first time they hear a Kirtan, the first time they have some prasad. So we have the 4 projects here, Harinam and books, Kirtan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and food for all. So that's contact. And the next stage.
The next stage is cultivate. Right? So people coming through the doors, what do we do with them? We have to become students of knowledge. We have to become students of Bhagavad Gita. It is so important that all of us, every single one of us study Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. These are the basic, the fundamentals of Krishna consciousness. So how do we do that? Well, through College of Vedic Studies. That's been running now for a couple of years. We have courses on Gita, we have Bhagavatam, weekly courses that are led by many of the teachers in this room. It's interactive, there's presentation, there's slideshows, there's an opportunity for you to ask questions, which is really important. Then we have the festivals. How do we cultivate people? Through festivals, through the talks and the dramas and all of that. And then we have public festivals, 25 Kirtan, Ratha Yatra, and Janmashtami, the 3 biggest festivals in Birmingham. That's how we cultivate devotees. The next C, it's even better.
I've got another one. I've got here.
Feels more natural now.
Yeah. So the next C will be what we call congregate. Now that the devotees, first of all, come in contact with the books, with the Kirtan, then they come to the College of Vedic Studies. They actually go a bit more deeper in Krishna consciousness. After that, they start to want to congregate. They want to come together, like a loving family. So here, this is where our Sunday Sanghas. By the way, how are you finding the Sunday Sanghas? Say Hari Bol, if you like it. So big Hari Bol to our lovely Narayakesha Prabhu and his team on that. Also the Sunday school, which Natalie Mataji showed with the children just a minute ago. How lovely they were actually congregating and dancing together. That took a lot. So big Hari Bol to Natalie Mataji as well. And of course, another thing that's really important is, yes, we come together as a community, but sometimes having that close, intimate association with devotees in smaller groups really helps us. So the congregational Bhakti Vriksha groups, we will try and get that up and running again. And also, some of you, especially the youngsters, go to Bhagavatam Sanghas, like Mayapur Madhav Prabhu talked about. Reading our scriptures is very important. So that is also another area where we'll congregate and read and have sanghas on the Bhagavatam and etc. And finally, one other area in congregation that's very important is morning programs. Who got up early this morning? Raise your hands. So we need morning programs. So morning programs, Harinam Prabhu and his team on a monthly basis are getting together, and actually we come together and do Mangalati, because this is also really important. As a family, we come together and do Kirtan and glorify the Lordships. So back to my Prabhu.
And the last C is commit. So we come to these festivals, we have training, and then we come to a Sunday Sangha. But then, are we committing to the process? So we have a lot of questions. What is initiation? How do I worship the deities? Right? What is the standard for cooking? How do we offer food to the Lordships? So all of these things will come under things like initiation, service, and mentorship. So mentorship is something we're very keen on doing, making sure everyone is guided in the right way. So that's the 4 C's.
So of course there's other services that happen. And if we go to the next slide, this is known as the transversal services. And what this means is these services overarch each of those services, each of those projects. So of course, on the right-hand side, we have the CPO. That means the Child Protection Officers who try and look after our children. Any issues you have, they are here. The comms team, all the emails you get, your WhatsApps, your Instagram, your Facebooks, to keep you all notified of what's happening, comes from the comms team. And just from a raise of hands, if anybody is not connected to ISKCON Birmingham here and you want to get the WhatsApps, you want to get the emails, please come to the donations table and then we'll try and sort you out today. Finance, so our lovely Chakadari Prabhu, who couldn't be here today, trying to make that the running of the temple, all those things. The building, so Mahaprabhu Madha Prabhu and his team has been working on trying to sell our old building, get a new building, have this lovely function here so we can have our lovely Janmashtami and other festivals. The Pandava Sena, who are key, they help us through each of those stages. The contact, the cultivate, the congregate, and they commit. And of course, another thing that we need is retreats. Recently we had a retreat to Hereford, and where some of the devotees came, and now we'll also be doing more retreats. Again, it's all about coming together as a family. And also, how can I forget the deities? We have the deity worship team who actually are looking after our lovely Jagannath, Baladeva and Subhadra Maharani. And they also, all of these projects together, make the transversal team. Hare Krishna.
So that's the 4 C's. So what do we do next, right? How do we put this into action? What's the next step for us? We're holding a seminar training, a training communication workshop on the 28th of September with Bhutta Bhavana Prabhu. So Bhutta Bhavana Prabhu is, for those who don't know him, he's an amazing speaker. He is very Brahminical, very knowledgeable. So he is coming to Birmingham and will give the first training session we thought of. His praise makes you feel good, feedback makes you better. So those who are professional, we have 360 degrees feedback, which means I get feedback as a leader. I will get feedback from my peers, from my seniors, and from my juniors. Right? Those who I'm leading, those who are my friends, those who are my seniors. That is how I will grow as a person. And it's really important in Birmingham we develop that mood of growing, learning, taking on feedback, learning from mistakes. We all make mistakes. All make mistakes. I make many mistakes. But it's learning from it. That's the first seminar, it's the first workshop we're doing. It's 3 hours, totally free. If you are interested, then again, please do let the table know. And it will be a very good seminar for yourself.
And finally, please bless us that we can serve you well. Actually, we're talking, but most of the people that are part of our teams, that lead these functions, that lead these programs are in the congregation right now. So we thank you for all your services, but also please bless us that we can also serve you more and with all our hearts. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Prabhupada the key.
Hare Krishna. So thanks so much to the Interim Committee. It can be quite a thankless task and a lot of responsibility, and they have families themselves. So very, very grateful for your service, Balls. Thanks so much. Next we have...
Actually, I'm representing Chakadari Prabhu, who's in charge of the Interim Committee Finance area. And I want to congratulate the Interim Committee for doing such a wonderful job. for putting everything together for us. And also, I want to thank from the heart for you guys, everybody who has been donating to the temple. Because without your support, I don't think we could hold these wonderful programs. So that's really my reason for speaking today, is to thank you all. And from a spiritual point of view, when you are donating, then it's purifying process. It helps you to purify your heart, helps you to purify your finances. So you're also benefiting from that. And so, I think can't really complain. Everything's going so wonderfully. So people today have been so generous. They're already donating so much. So thank you so much. Just one thing is that we try to make this donation system a bit more systematic. So we have a folk scheme, Friends of Lord Krishna. This scheme was started by Sejal Mataji and Jatin Prabhu, and I'm just continuing it from there. The idea is that if we have a scheme where people donate either as a cash lump sum or monthly, it just makes the whole process of running programs a bit more systematic. The planning is easier. Yeah, and we can budget because we have more certainty, more predictability, more security about what we're doing. So we have this scheme, and we leaflets are there. This is what they look like. One held out. So please, if you would like to join, you can go to the donation table and join today. It's an auspicious day today. It's the right day to join. And finally, I want to thank the people who have been very generous today and sponsored the Janmashtami program. So just bear with me. So today's sponsors are from Wolverhampton, Shri Madan Mohan and family and the Sharma family. And they are sponsoring on behalf of the parents, Shri Kamar Chand Sharma and Shrimati Prem Lata Sharma. So let's give 3 Haribols, please. So thank you so much.